Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Bev. Today I want to start off the way I normally do, but this is something that don't normally happen, so I really don't know how to get into it. But today is June 19th and 2020. Happy Juneteenth. But on Tuesday, June 16th, I found out that I tested positive for COVID-19. And it was scary. I was shocked. I was a lot of things. So today is technically day 3 of my 14-day quarantine. But I have been symptomatic since. I gotta pull up my calendar so that I can keep my days together. I want to say since like the 13th or the 14th, so I'm about a good 6 days into it now. Mostly all of my symptoms have resolved. What made me go to the doctor to get tested for the signs and symptoms that I had was congestion nasally. I had like a post-nasal drip, which made me have a sore throat. So I was just like, okay, well, I work in the hospital, I'm around people, so let me start taking cough drops. So I started taking cough drops. And then after a while, it went down to like my chest, and I was having like some congestion that felt like I just needed to like cough it up. I never really had a cough. If I had a cough, it was just like an occasional cough, like what you get, like like little stuff like that, not like a persistent, constant coughing. I never had one of those. And then I would say that I also after that, I lost my sense of smell and taste, and that was when it flipped from allergies to, oh shit, that was like Monday the 14th. But I was still in denial because I'm 31, and literally, guys, I have never ever been sick. Like, I've never had the flu in my life. I've had sinus infections, but those have all cleared up like that. Like, I've never really ever had to take like Theraflu or anything. And if I ever did, it was like one pill and I was cured. So when this was like persistent, it kind of started scaring me. So next thing you know, Tuesday rolling around, which is the 16th, I woke up with neck achiness in my back and my shoulder blades. And that's when I knew that I needed to go to the hospital to get tested. I went to the hospital I work at, and I told them my symptoms, and they were like, well, we're going to test you for coronavirus. And I was like, nah, I don't think you need to do that. I gotta go to work tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I really don't need you trying to test me for the coronavirus because I'm not trying to lose my job. And he was like, well, ma'am, you're a nurse, so do you want to potentially put people at risk? I'm like, no. He was like, well, then you need to let us do this test. And if it comes back and you're negative, good. Your symptoms will clear up. If it comes back that you're positive, your symptoms still will clear up, but at least you need to quarantine for 14 days, stay away from your kids. So they did the test, and then it went up my nose. I coughed like crazy, and afterwards I went home. And when I tell y'all, I was so restless. Like, that was the longest 24 hours. Like, I literally got my results within 23 hours. They collected the sample at like 9 p.m. on the 16th, and it resulted like 8 p.m. on the 17th. So I had to call my job and let them know that I tested positive for the coronavirus. They put me out. I'm on leave. I'm using up literally all my PTO. I have to be out for 2 weeks, which is 6 work shifts, because I'm out for 14 days. So in 2 weeks, that's 6 work shifts. I only have enough PTO for 5 work shifts in 7 hours. So I'm not even going to have enough PTO that if for some reason I can't go back to work in those 14 days, I won't even have PTO to cover it. So many things have been rushing through my mind. I don't know, like, what I am doing clearly is I'm staying positive. I'm claiming victory, because not only do I have to do this for myself, for my life, I have 3 kids that I have to live for. Like, I'm not trying to have my kids grow up without a mom. I'm not finna cry on camera. I'm not. So this is gonna be straight, no cuts, no edits. These are gonna be my real raw feelings. I'm gonna try to remain, I'm gonna take try out. I am going to remain positive, strong, and remain creative. I'm not gonna be emotional. I'm not gonna be in my feelings, because every time I cry, I get more congested and then I get short of breath. And I'm like, I don't know if this is the corona or if it's just me and my anxiety. So I just have to stay solid. This is some tough shit to be going through on your own. This is some tough shit to be going through alone. And it's like, you can't have nobody really come over and help you, because you don't want to get them sick. But the gag is, this weekend I was just around my little sister, her newborn baby. My niece is only 2 months. That's heartbreaking to have known that unintentionally I put them at risk. I was around my mom and my sister. They both have lupus. These are all things like asthma. I would never in my life put my family members in harm. I would die by my family. So to know that I could have potentially spreaded a virus that could harm them, it hurts. But nonetheless, y'all know I'm a real ass. Insert all of that. So, I'm gonna be well. So y'all join me on this journey to recovery. Ciao.